Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. They're coming thick and fast at the moment because I've had a lot of stock. I've got more stock arriving tomorrow as well. I will potentially put a video out. I'm undecided. No, I will put a video out. There's a very rare sovereign coming in. So yeah, let's talk about today's video. Today I'm going to be putting out an educational piece concerning strategies concerning gold. It's going to be a quasi mini series of 2 episodes, and I'm going to do strategies concerning silver. I would do platinum, but I don't have enough coins and I don't actually think it is as relevant. Before I get into it, if you do like my content, you know, to support me now, you can do it by liking, commenting and subscribing. So what you see before me, or before you, before the camera, is a bunch of gold coins, and I kind of tier my gold coins into three different types of areas, as a lot of people do. You got your bullion, your semi-numismatic and your numismatic plays. Now what a lot of people don't understand beyond that is that the type of play you're purchasing into, or the speculation that you're going to be making, whether you're trying to hold wealth or you're trying to make money, it all depends on the type of coin you buy and also the time frame. So you're probably thinking this is just a random hodgepodge of coins, and you would have seen these coins before. They have appeared in previous videos. They are all for sale at some point, and I think that is the key part that you should take from this video. So before me, you've got, let's separate them out. Numismatic plays. Semi-numismatic plays, which would include this one and potentially this one. That's a quasi. This one's a used proof. Could it be cleaned up? I guess you could kind of stick it in. Now, coins will become different things depending on your time frame and also depending on where you sell. Anyone who knows me knows that I say if you want a passive investment, buy bullion, because you can just take it back to a dealer and they will give you spot minus X. You know, that's not a problem. And that's one component of understanding the strategy of buying gold coins. It's understanding which coins are directly linked to the spot price, such as these. So this is a sovereign. These are 10th coins. Now these are even in their own different field, because a sovereign has a different type of premium to a 10th coin. That's always going to happen. Different sizes have different premiums. And that's just how the market works. In terms of these coins potentially could be cleaned up and graded. I like these coins. I tend to buy these for bullion prices, and I move them up the scale. That's where I want to be at. Now, you're going to understand why I put these in 3 lines. Because if you beat a coin up like these will go back down here. The worse for wear it is, the more it will revert back to intrinsic value. The better the coin is, the more it will climb the ladder. I probably should put these at the top, come to think of it. But the more it will go up to this side. What you want is you want coins from kind of the semi-numismatic side, and you want to be able to pick the better coins and to bring them down to the more numismatic players. And you can do that by you can do that by many things. You can pick better coins and try and sell them for their grade. Sniping or cherry picking. I snipe a lot of coins. All these coins here, these were all sniped. I got lucky with this one, but these were sniped. I knew exactly what these were. I was just hoping for a better grade. In terms of the strategy for these, I tend to be a medium-term player on these. I'll sell them, but I'm happy to hold them if they don't go for the right price, because I know they're going to go for a fair price. They're collectible coins. People will collect these. It's got, I think it's 30k mintage. There was another dealer who I won't name names. He was trying to sell one of these for 210. It's probably fair value. My one's slightly more beat up. It's probably worth about 180. That's what I got it priced at. These coins here, again, there's going to be dealers who price these coins wrong. You know, this usually is a solid £400 coin at the current market price. This is probably a £600 coin. I didn't pay anywhere near that for either of them. This one's now been sold. This one I'm potentially thinking about grading so I can move it down to a numismatic play. Now, you're probably starting to think, okay, Sean, But how does that work into the strategy time frame concerning when to sell? Well, it depends what your timeframes are concerning what you should buy. That's probably the number one thing that I would say. With bullion, you're always going to be at the risk of spot. With these coins, you're less so at the risk of spot, and I'll tend to sell them when the opportunity is right. And you'll see it, like the markets go up and down, and you're going to have outliers, but you're going to do okay overall. These are more medium-term play for me. Just sit and hold until the right buyer comes. With these plays, these are where I think the money appreciation is going to be. A lot of people are saying that it's a bubble, and I just read an article by another dealer. He reckons it's a bubble. I'm not so convinced these days. If everything's a bubble, does that make it a bubble, or does that make it the new norm? We're not just looking at coins here, we're looking at most asset classes. They're all going up, and I think it's due to how much excess money there is in the market. Now, if I'm wrong, and the money can be removed, these coins will probably come down in value at some point. It probably is a value. It probably is a bubble, sorry. If I'm right, and the money can't be removed, these coins will continue to go up. These are going in a reserve because I think they're going to go up. I think it's going to be a new norm. I can see a crash at some point. However, I think the crash will be cushioned by the sheer amount of excess money in the system. Now, the next question is, well, how do you build a portfolio to extract the best out of your coins? Well, it's very simple. So these are your bread and butter. You make sure that you kind of buy consistently, and if you buy consistently, you're going to have an average price. So say you need to fire sell, these will go first, and you'll have an average price on them, and that's completely fine. You may lose a small amount of money. They're meant to retain purchasing power. You might do okay when you come to sell. These are the types of coins where I'll be looking to try and pay the middle price. You want to take a gamble on them. I always gamble on these types of coins. It doesn't matter if it's slightly worse off. I paid £150 for this. It's 180 all day. I won't say what I paid for this, but in terms of the profit margin in these two, it's certainly worth, it's easy money. I promise you it is. All I did was I went to another dealer, they underpriced them, I picked them up, and I'll be moving them on for the right price. These are your medium type coins. There shouldn't be an issue. There really shouldn't be an issue if you're trying to sell these in a hurry, because there's fanfare for them. People will pay it, and you're going to get above spot. You should do okay. It should maintain its value if you had to fire sell. If you're going to fire sell this, I'd worry. I'd worry big time. Think of it like a game of football. You want your defenders to defend, and you want your attackers to score your goals. If your attackers are scoring goals, that's in the price movement going up. You don't want to put your attackers in defence, because if it comes down and you got a world-class striker, the spot price is coming down, it's crashing, they're going to get obliterated. They're not there to do that. But these will do the heavy lifting over the long run. These will look after you, and these are a spot play to retain purchasing power and to avoid counterparty risk. I hope that hasn't been a ramble for people. I hope people kind of understand. I certainly would be looking at upgrading these and try to make them numismatic plays. That's where I would probably be at concerning the middle of the market. All you have to do is buy fairly on these, and they should hold their own. But it's understanding what types of coins that are these. You got your modern bullion. They tend to do well. They have been doing well recently. Your more numismatic plays, I'd avoid the modern stuff. I think it's madness. But I could be wrong. I'd go for your older coins where they're just not making anymore, where there's none on the market. I'm more than happy to buy something from the early 1800s. Like I said, I paid $750 for this. Is it worth $750? No, I don't think so. I think over time it's going to be £1,000 coin. If I can do that in 3 years, that's 11% a year. I'm not going to get that in any other investment. Not really. I don't think so anyway. It can happen, but I don't think I'm going to get it in the stock market or the housing market. With this, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think it's worth £600. I think it's already worth more, but I think it'll be worth more putting it in the reserve and just holding it back a bit to either wait for the right bar to let the price appreciate. So with the numismatic stuff, you want to buy a good quality as well. This is probably the lower end of the numismatic plays. I'm still learning my craft, but I got no problem spending good money if the quality's there. and you always have to rank that against its peers, its benchmark. So say for example, what I mean by that is, say for example, 100 of these have been graded, and the top one is maybe an MS62, and this gets a 55. It's not actually doing too bad against its peers. If its peers an MS70 and this is the very bottom of the ranking, you know, that's probably a middle of the market play. So I hope you've learned something from this. This is how I kind of see the world and how I evaluate risk. These are your long-term plays, these are your middle-term plays, and these are the plays that you should probably liquidate first. But you have all types of plays, so it gives you more hands to deal with. It gives you more outs should you need it. So yeah, I hope that's been useful. If you do like my content, you can like, comment, and subscribe. If anyone needs any more information, then drop me a line. So take care. Bye.